Hi guys, my name is Emily if you haven't seen my face before, and today I'm making a video on the Ting 5 Weeks Booty Challenge, which is the third challenge by Ting that I have uploaded on my channel so far. So if you want to check out those other two, I will leave them in the cards above. I'm definitely a big fan of Ting. I love her workout videos that I've tried so far. They really make me feel the burn. And I really wanted to try a booty program because I haven't done something like that before, and I wanted to see if I could build any glute muscles from home doing these workouts without necessarily using weights at the gym. In this program, Chloe does use resistance bands, so I went ahead and bought some from Amazon. These ones are the Jupiter brand. The first resistance band that I have is the light resistance, that is 15 to 30 pounds. I have the medium band, which is 25 to 40 pounds. And then I have the heavy band, which is 35 to 60 pounds. I did not use the heavy band in this challenge. I could not work my way up to this one yet, but I definitely am looking forward to getting enough strength to eventually use this one in the future. I have used some elastic bands in the past, but I was really a big fan of these ones because they didn't slide down my legs while I was doing the workouts, which is great. So I would definitely recommend a pair like this that have the grips on the inside if you are looking for resistance bands for booty gains, because these ones were great and I will definitely be getting a lot of use of these even after I have completed this challenge. Resistance bands are completely optional for this challenge. You definitely don't need resistance bands to do these workouts, but she did include a little bit of a guide on the program if you wanted to include resistance bands into this challenge. So I did the intermediate level challenge, which was using no resistance bands for week 1 and week 2 and 3 with a light resistance band, and then week 4 and 5 with the medium band, which I found very challenging for myself, but I definitely felt the burn and it was a very pleasant experience to actually feel myself working my glute muscles. These bands are also very cute. I love the pastel colors, and I'm not sponsored, I just think these are really nice. I will link these down below in case you are interested in picking these up for yourself. There weren't any cardio videos included in this program, so I was mainly trying to focus on building muscle instead of losing weight for this challenge, and you will see my results in a little bit on whether or not that ended up actually happening. I was trying to be mindful of what I was eating while doing this challenge, so I tried to reduce my fat intake a little bit, but I wasn't restricting myself in any way. I am going to be including my measurements and my weight as well as a before and after clip in this video, so if that is something that is triggering to you, then I would just recommend clicking off because I definitely do not want to trigger anybody. Let me know what you guys think of my hair. I just got it done, and honestly, getting fresh hair is one of my favorite things in the world. So whenever I started this challenge, my weight was 139.6 pounds. My waist was 31 inches, my hips were 36 inches, my butt was 40 inches, and my thighs were 23 inches. The goals that I had for this challenge were mainly to maintain weight, if not lose a tiny bit, as well as grow my glutes a bit while not growing my thighs. I didn't necessarily have that much muscle in my glutes whenever I started this challenge, but I did kind of get lucky with my genetics, and I do carry some fat back there, which is always nice, but I did really want to actually build muscle. I did do some check-ins throughout the 5 weeks of this program so I could kind of track my progress. So I will let you guys take a look at that, and I will see you back at the end. Day 1 of this challenge for me was already a bit of a struggle because I have not done any glute muscle exercises for quite a while. So this was a fresh start for me in trying to tone up and strengthen those muscles, which was kind of fun, but at the same time, a lot of these moves were quite difficult for me. Specifically the leg lifts and all of those leg moving exercises. I'm good with the glute bridges, but basically everything else was very challenging for me, but I had high hopes of improving myself as I continued to make my way through the challenge. Okay, so I just finished day 1 and that wasn't too bad. It definitely got my glutes burning a little bit, and I definitely could not use a band while doing that. My glutes are not ready for that. Hopefully either next week or the week after that, I can start using bands to start building some more muscle, but if not, that's okay. By day 5 of the challenge, I felt like I was kind of getting a hold of the exercises that are moving your legs around, like the one I'm doing here. They felt more natural, and I feel like I was actually doing them right compared to the first day. I had absolutely no clue what I was doing. The moves where you're laying on your stomach, like the glute flutters and the glute jacks, those ones I was really having a hard time with. I wasn't sure if I was even doing them right because I couldn't really tell if I was engaging my glute muscles right or anything like that. So I was definitely struggling with those ones, but kept at it and kept trying to engage to the best that I could. I was using a pretty thin mat, so I had to roll it up a bit so that my knees had a bit more cushioning, protecting them from the hard floor because they were definitely starting to hurt for the majority of these moves. After completing the first week, I felt like I was ready to move up to the light resistance band, so that's what I'm using here on day 10. It definitely does make your workout feel a lot more intense than if you are just using your own body weight, so that is definitely a good thing to pick up if you guys are looking for something to enhance your glute workouts at home. And they were definitely really comfortable. I felt like a lot of these moves felt a bit more challenging, which is great, and I was still able to push through and do my best with the bands, and I had a lot of hope towards building up to the medium band, but at the same time it really burned just using the light band. By day 15 of the challenge, I was pretty much used to all of the moves that I had been introduced to at that point, except the moves that have one of your legs straight with the band around your ankle and the other leg has the band around the knee. I just could not do those moves at all, so what I did was I just did the moves without a band at all because I just could not perform the move correctly. And I want to include that in this video just to make sure you guys feel comfortable when you're exercising. Everyone is at different levels, and if you don't feel confident in your ability to do a move with good form, then it might not be the best idea for you to do it because you definitely do not want to injure yourself at all. So be safe when you're exercising, guys, and just keep an eye on how you're feeling and know your body. I just finished day 15. And I'm very much out of breath. This was the first day of week 3, and I am still using the light resistance bands. I am still feeling the burn with those, and I don't think I'm ready for the medium yet, so I'm gonna keep using the lightest resistance band for this week, and maybe by week 4, I might be able to move up to the medium resistance, but we will see when we get there. I am wearing my new Whitney Simmons t-shirt, and I am loving it for exercising. I'm feeling pretty good, and I am looking forward to the rest of this challenge. And it is probably going to kick my butt just as much as this day did. Around day 22 is when I felt like I was starting to finally do these moves correctly on my stomach. I was actually feeling my glutes engaging, which was really exciting, and I definitely felt like I was making progress in terms of my ability to do moves like that. And the medium band is definitely a challenge compared to the light band, but I pushed through and I was trying my best to still have good form, and that is another very important thing to consider when you're using resistance bands. You don't want to overwork yourself too early. If you aren't ready for a higher strength, then just stick to the one that you're using and make sure you're very comfortable with that one before progressing to a higher load. I just completed day 22, which is the first day of week 4, and today I used the medium resistance band. And I know that I'm improving because whenever I first started using the light resistance, I was in pain and I was struggling a lot with that light resistance band, and I want to try to push myself this week and try to use the medium resistance band, and I surprised myself and I was actually able to do it. I am definitely sore though. I definitely could feel it, but I am really happy that I'm making progress, and I am looking forward to completing the next 2 weeks using the medium resistance band. Day 29 is the first day that I lasted the whole time during the rainbow moves and the 3/4 circle kick moves. I always had to stop before the timer ended because I just could not maintain that move, but I pushed through on this day and I was really proud of myself because those were moves that I really found challenging for this whole workout program. So that was a big accomplishment for me, and I was really feeling good about getting stronger, so that really motivated me to keep going and actually complete the challenge. Day 35 was the last day of this challenge, and I was feeling really good about finishing it. I tried to push myself extra hard because it was the last day, and today I actually finished the leg circles, which has been another move that I really struggled with, and I found is probably one of the hardest moves in this whole challenge, so I was super proud of myself for completing that move for the full time. I can also feel such a difference in my ability to do these moves compared to the very first day. So I have definitely gained some strength in doing these moves, and I'm going to continue to do some more booty workouts after this because I really enjoy doing them and I feel like I could really feel the burn. I'm going to share my result measurements and then I will get into my overall thoughts of this challenge. After completing the challenge, my weight is 135.6 pounds, my waist is 29.5 inches, my hips are 37.5 inches, my butt is 40 inches, and my thighs are 23 inches. So I actually lost 4 pounds in this challenge, which was very surprising to me. I wasn't expecting to lose any weight because there wasn't any cardio. It was mainly just focusing on building muscle. Since there wasn't any cardio in this challenge, I don't think that weight loss is necessarily reflective of the challenge. I think that might be more so because I was being more mindful of what I was eating, and I am also walking to class all the time, so I am definitely getting my cardio in that way. I was still very surprised though that I lost 4 pounds. I'm definitely not complaining about that, so I am definitely happy about this. I also was not expecting to see any changes on my waist, but I think because I did lose a couple pounds, that's sort of where that came from. There were some ab videos in this challenge, so I think that might have played a little bit of a part in terms of my waist getting a bit smaller, but overall I think that just goes back to the fact that I lost 4 pounds, and that probably came from my waist because my thighs stayed the same, which I am completely fine. I wasn't planning on losing anything from my thighs. I do think that the increase in my hip size is because of the videos, because that measurement was taken right at the top of my butt. So I think these videos really helped create more of a rounded effect on my body, which I am actually very happy about. But I also did not gain any inches on my butt, which is a little bit disappointing, but at the same time, I didn't lose anything, even though I lost weight. So I am happy about that. I think I did gain a bit of muscle because I did get stronger throughout the challenge because I was able to increase to a light band, and I was able to increase to the medium band, which I definitely could not do week 1. So I did definitely get stronger in my glutes, which I am very happy about, and I'm definitely going to continue to focus on that so I can build more glute muscle. I would really recommend this challenge for anyone who does want to build glute muscle. I know that you can only build so much of your glutes at home without lifting weights, but I think this is still a very good challenge for someone who is looking for something at home that can still make your glutes stronger. As always though, with these challenges, everyone does have different results. So what happened to my body might not be representative of what will happen to you. But if you want to give this challenge a shot, I think it's great. It had good results for me, and I am really happy that I completed it. I'm really enjoying making these Chloe Ting challenge videos, so I'm definitely going to be making more. At the time that I'm filming this one, I have already started the next challenge that I'm doing, and I am trying to do them in chronological order. So the ones that I am doing now are kind of the older challenges, but I am going to be making my way up to her more recent challenges. I'm really curious to know what you guys would like to see in these types of videos. If you would like less check-ins of me talking, more check-ins of me talking, just voiceover for the whole part and no check-ins or just music, you guys can let me know what your ideas are, and I'll try to incorporate that into the next challenge that I do, because I'm definitely looking forward to making more of these videos. They are so fun, and I feel like they are just a really easy way to get active if you are exercising at home. Alright guys, so that wraps up this video. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and if you want to, you can go ahead and leave a like, a comment, or subscribe, and I will see you next time. Thanks guys. Bye. God bless.